Hey guys, Angry Old Man. Well, I'm back from the first annual Elk River Trail Half Marathon. Um, first thing, I finished fifth overall. I was the fourth male. Um, no real bling to bring back. It was a 50-ish age group heavy race. So that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But I ran right about a 1 hour 39-minute race. Not quite what I wanted, but the trail had some unique challenges. Um, it wasn't just a nice flat, um, absolutely smooth course. So there were a couple things that might have slowed me down a little bit, but the point was, I think I did as good as I could do. Uh, Looking at the metrics and the heart rate monitor feedback and things like that, I was pretty much tapped out. I was given as much as I could give at any given moment. That included a pretty aggressive start, and then a strong finish. Uh, the trail was in pretty good shape for the bulk of it. I would say roughly 11 miles of the trail was in pretty good shape, reminiscent of the Prickett Fort Trail locally here. Not the paved side, but the crushed limestone side. Uh, the 2 miles of the race that had me a little concerned was the very beginning, and of course the very ending when we doubled back on it. My biggest critique there is that it's that really huge gravel. I don't know what you call it, but it's that really huge stuff, and it's just like it's unstable, and it really just kind of hurts your feet. Um, I suppose if I was wearing something like a Hoka Speed Goat or a shoe with a rock guard, it wouldn't bother me. But I was just wearing my old Arahis, and those guys just really aren't built to take a ton of beating from the obstacles like that and terrain like that. Other than that, though, the course was a good course. It had some rolling hills in it. You didn't feel them as much, but when you actually look at the data, they're there, and it's obvious to see in the pace of the race, the places where we were climbing and the places where were getting a little bit of a scoot down the hills. Um, Got to meet some of my old friends. I have not seen some of these folks in a while. It was fun. Also got to make some new friends. Congratulations to all the winners. That was a really good run today. I felt really good at the end of it. I felt like I probably could have gone on and um, done it again. Maybe not quite at that pace, but I think I could have probably done a marathon today and give a respectable result. That being said, I feel for the people who ran the marathon today, because right as we were finishing the half, it started to get really warm. That sun started to cut through, and although the course gives you some shade, the places that it does peek through, it was like running through a toaster oven for those little short bits. So that being said, um, AP timing was the timing folks in charge of the race. They did well. It was well supported. Lots of refreshments, beverages, snacks after the race. Lots of support, for people who were coming in and the heat was starting to get to them a little bit. It was really awesome. They did a good job. The results and pictures were put up really incredibly fast. Before we got home, everything was pretty much posted. So awesome job to AP timing and that bunch. Um, This is a fun event. It's the first one, and there was a lot of demand for out-of-state runners who wanted to come and take part in the very first of a race that is planned to go on for the future. I believe this race had actually been rescheduled from earlier in the year, and they picked a slightly different portion of the trail. But overall, the trail is pretty consistent throughout, much like all the rail trails in West Virginia. There's a few that are maybe a little bit better than others, and a few that are in dire need of some attention. But this is pretty representative of what my experience in the rail trails. Moving forward, I'm moving into my marathon training now, full marathon training. I'm at a good place. Running my half marathon in a sub 140 world on a slightly a course with a few challenges puts me in a good place to start pushing the longer distance and get that under my belt. Mostly my runs are going to consist of my longest runs. I'll be doing 2 of those a week and constantly adding time and mileage to those. One run will be very time focused, where I just get out there and run for an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, that sort of thing. The other run will be more distance focused, where I will go out and I will run, this upcoming week will be 14 miles, the following week 15 miles, and so on and so forth until I hit, right about a hard 20-mile run, and that will be where I sort of call it for the hard, pushy runs, so I don't blow myself up before the race at Marshall University on the 6th of November, which is the next big step. I have nothing really of value between now and then on the books. It's just 7 weeks of concentrated training. The missteps in my half marathon program, I've learned from those, and I will improve on my marathon time, hopefully, better than I did the half marathon. Again, the focus is that Boston qualifying time at Marshall. Not so much my half marathon on a random rail trail. Great job to everybody who raced today. Great job to my daughter, Emily. She actually pulled off the first place overall female. And my daughter, Marina, who finished the race in 3 hours and 8 minutes. This is a race that might be worth repeating, or maybe trying one of the alternates like the marathon or the 5K in the future when I'm not so focused on this Boston qualifying time. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed some of the slides I threw up in this video. Thanks to all my new friends. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And thanks to everybody who encouraged me and stood behind me on this race. I think the world of each and every one of you, and hope you have a great day. And as I always say, run angry, my friends.